The kiss real quick. Yeah.
The press can build you up, they can create your career and make you a huge star, but after that, they can also help your demise. And if you're not strong enough, it can be an awful way to go down.
She was amazing. She could play any role. She became the character.
Even?
She was so funny and charismatic.
You're a virgin who can't drive.
She was an actress that really delivered.
Don't make a lot of noise in the morning. I like to sleep late.
She was very open and honest, silly, and this big personality that everybody could relate to in some way.
You asking me out on a date, Jimmy Smith Jr.?
Her eyes were so big and bright. Her teeth were so white and always sparkling.
Brittany, you're gorgeous.
Yeah. Brittany Murphy might be the happiest girl I've ever met.
Brittany Murphy was born in Atlanta, Georgia on November 10, 1977. When she was 2, her parents divorced. Brittany moved with her mother, Sharon, to Edison, New Jersey. Even as a little girl, Brittany showed an interest in performing.
Starting at age 4, Brittany went to a performing arts school and learned everything. She was a triple threat, acting, singing, dancing.
She was funny and charming and bubbly and the center of attention, which is exactly where Brittany loved to be.
She loved performing. She was just born to be huge.
By age 13, Brittany had starred in local theater productions and had even landed a handful of TV commercials. Her childhood dream was actually earning money, and the young ingenue had bigger ambitions.
She said to her mom, "I want to be a star, Mom, and we need to move to Hollywood."
After she performed in 3 commercials in a single day, it was clear that Brittany had real potential. Her mom agreed to send Brittany to Los Angeles with a chaperone to try her luck in Hollywood.
She's auditioning, and actually no one's biting.
But she was determined, and she was able to then convince her mother to move with her to Hollywood.
Brittany's career started cooking. She landed a recurring role on Drexel's Class, then she got one on Almost Home.
She's on Murphy Brown, Blossom, Party of 5.
God, you're such a lifesaver, Jewel.
And then the big role comes, and she appears in Clueless.
The movie was a massive hit, but the Clueless star everyone was talking about wasn't Brittany.
Alicia Silverstone was clearly pitted as a new teen star. Brittany was, in all fairness, heavier.
It's my hips, isn't it?
The part she was playing was the frumpy sidekick, and everybody during that filming, they were all in their 20s, and she was actually 15. So in contrast, it made her look even more awkward.
By age 17, she'd made a minor splash in L.A. But over the next 6 years, the majority of her roles were in mostly unsuccessful films such as The Prophecy 2 and Trixie. It wasn't until 2001 when 23-year-old Brittany took Hollywood by storm.
The lesson that she did learn from Clueless was looking at Alicia, this skinny, sexy, successful leading lady. I think a little light went off in Brittany's head, almost like she figured out really fast that if she was going to be as successful as she wanted to be, her talent wasn't going to get it there alone.
And so she lost weight, she dyed her hair.
People are like, what is this? She's blonde, she was a different person.
Brittany became a very hot commodity in Hollywood.
Don't Say a Word, that was her stepping up to the plate of actually having a serious career as an actress. 8 Mile was a huge success.
you live with your family?
I got out of there as quick as I could.
She had riding in cars with boys. She had Little Black Book. The movies kept on getting bigger and bigger.
Brittany was showing that she had range and she was capable of doing the serious films like Girl Interrupted, as well as the fluffy films like Uptown Girls.
It was like kind of like Brittany mania.
It was very exciting. It was kind of, all right, it's finally coming.
Always commit to your dreams, because they do come true. We're in America, baby. Have a nice day.
Brittany had reached a new level of fame, and the tabloid press pursued the actress. But this was no ordinary relationship between a star and the paparazzi.
She would hug them, she would know their names. She loved being a star.
She was the most trusting, loving person, and I think she really tried to treat everybody equally, and that included paparazzi.
Hi, guys.
Thank you, Brittany.
You'll be a really great night, okay?
I think she realized early on that if you treat them well, they'll treat you well.
Everyone in Hollywood seemed to treat Brittany well. In 4 short years, she landed roles in 10 films. But by 2005, some worried Brittany was becoming a victim of her own success.
She was a person that really enjoyed working, whether it be something huge or something smaller. I don't think it was this, I will only do these type of roles. She loved acting.
Unfortunately, once you start to do everything, then the really good offers don't come in anymore.
Actors need to be selective and be in films that are hits. Brittany got into a pattern of having flop after flop after flop.
By 2006, Murphy was appearing mostly in box office misses like The Groomsman and The Dead Girl. It was during this vulnerable time that Brittany reunited with an old family friend, screenwriter Simon Monjack.
They were both involved in this movie called The White Hotel. It's about an opera singer who was being treated by Dr. Sigmund Freud. And the movie was so strange, it actually never ended up being made.
There was something that just clicked and was magical with the two of them. I think he was a stable, nurturing, loving, put her on a pedestal kind of guy.
It was a whirlwind romance. In April 2007, after less than a year as a couple, Brittany and Simon were married.